lacking. What's the word on the YouTube yard? You already know the word right here. It's the same old, same old. At work on lunch break. Chilling. Decided to hop on like always random. See what everybody's getting themselves into. On this beautiful Thursday afternoon, even though it seems like it's night. The one thing that I hate about, December, how dark it gets so fast. Hey, but at least it's not like other places in the world where they don't get any sunlight for like 3 months. Where it's like darkness at all times. And cold as fuck. Or in other parts of the world where there's no darkness for like 3 months. What's cracking like in my boy? What's good? What you up to, carnal? On this Thursday. It's kind of warm Thursday, if anything. It's actually kind of hot. Ain't even gonna lie. Just hopped on and seeing a ver qué pedo, qué es el rollo. What's cracking with YouTube today. But what's up with you, my boy? Oh, yeah, I have to review that one homie. No, what was his name? The vato that raps that you told me to scope him out. ¿Cómo se llamaba el camarada ese? I forgot his name. The one that you told me que you were gonna interview him, no? If I could go scope out his music. Right now, there's a lot of talent though out there. There's a lot of vatos out there dropping good rolas. A lot of talent out there. I actually honestly believe, how people say that Chicano rap, is whack now, that there's not that many, good artists. I honestly believe that the talent that is right now is better than the talent from before. What's good, Mr. Pasa? What's cracking lacking, my boy? Que es la buena vida. What a trip. I was just talking to a camarada from Pasas, too. We're chopping it up. From Westside Pasas. Shout out to the homies from Westside Pasas. That homie's funny, too. Y si le gusta pisear a ese camarada también. I interviewed Mr. Black from the era around when Toker. No, yeah. Yeah. I'm aware. Yeah. From that time. But I'm saying like overall, like in general. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's his rapping name. Like when I search him up, like I just type in Mr. Black. No, I actually been sick, my boy. I actually been sick for like the past 5 days. So I'm actually like kind of like getting better already. Yeah, but I've been sick. Yeah, I was sick for like about 5 days. It's because how I work in the cold, bro. So, that shit fucks me up, from time to time. You know what I mean? That's right. Go subscribe to the homie West Coast Graffiti's channel. He always drops the fire content. He dives into, relevant topics, that are, occurring, from different topics, And I like that. I like the variety, that I don't really like when people stay focused too much on one topic, you know what I mean? Because then it just becomes like diluted. Like, staying stuck in just one subject is never good. Like, if you look at my algorithm's probably like the most craziest algorithm out there, bro. It's like random, bro, like completely random. Like, You'll go from fucking sports to wrestling to history to music to, man, my shit's just everywhere, bro. But that's how I like it, though. I don't like it just to be the same fucking topic, you know? Because then that's how a lot of people get corrupted and polluted, you know, like they start thinking so negative because all they ever do is focus on negative videos and negative content. So that's all that's going to keep popping out in their algorithm. So they're just being fed negativity, that they fucking think that the world is going to shit. Because that's literally everything that just like, damn, why is that the only thing that keeps popping out of my algorithm? The world's going to shit. Like, no, it's not. It's just that you focus too much on bad shit. That's why YouTubers keep requesting that type of shit, bro, because that's all you ever search up. So it's gonna wanna, you know, recommend shit that you would wanna watch. And since you always search that shit up, that's why it always recommends that kind of shit to you. It's not that that's the only kind of videos that's out there. It's just that that's the only thing you feed yourself. So the analytics think that these are the videos that you wanna watch. So that's why it sends you nothing but these kind of videos. Because I guarantee you focus on positivity, you'll be getting nothing but positivities that you'll think that the fucking world is nothing but cotton candy and sunshines and rainbows. That's right, my boy. Just chilling. Got a new bed. Had to replace the old one. Oh man, I feel you, bro. Like I gotta get myself a new bed too. My shit's all fucked up already. Tanto de coger, güey, que no, hombre, pinche cama no aguantó. It couldn't handle. Puro pedo. I'm off of work right now. Oh, that's right. You just got out of work, or well, you been out? He was there when. Yeah, so stuff happened with Easy and all. Oh, serio? Oh, shit. Okay, so he was like right there with the whole brown side and all of that then. Órale. Yeah. Yeah, because Brownside was on board when Easy was already going through his, you know, his downfall. Or his illness or whatever, you know? Yeah, Mr. Blacks. Órale, I'm going to have to scope him out then. You already know, my boy. I didn't know that you seen. I've gotten a battle rap and. Oh no, I haven't, my boy. Órale, a battle rap? Oh shit. What's good, low key? What's cracking like it, my boy? Shadow Loco, it's all the same thing, my boy. You know what I mean? You know, para mí, it's all the same. Have you ever had homies who sided with homies more than their own siblings because of bad relationships with the blood rivalries? Yeah. And you know what? And sometimes it wasn't even blood rivalries. It was just their overall pride and egos. You know what I mean? You know, but it is what it is, you know, like as homies, you know, even though people are not going to believe this, as homies, you know, we try to like tell them like, nah, well, you know, like you should probably, you know, like, you know, side with your familia, you know what I mean? But there's sometimes homies get, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's going to do what they're going to do, right? So, I mean, we could only tell them, you know, like what's, you know, like advice, but if they don't take it, I mean, they're not going to take it, you know? I mean, there's nothing we can do there, you know? We're not the parent, we can, you know, a fuerzas, you know? You know, that's one thing that people say, like, oh, you guys as the older homies, you guys should, you know, tell these guys this and that. Like, we do, bro. Like, but we can only do so much. If they're not gonna listen, they're still gonna do what they're gonna do, bro. And there ain't shit we can do about that then. You know what I mean? Older homie or not, there's just nothing you can do about that. Homie's gonna do whatever the hell he's gonna do. Period. Sometimes your family is more cutthroat. Yes, bro. There's some family that's scandalous, bro. I know several individuals, bro. So I always say, bro, blood doesn't make you family. Loyalty does, bro, because there's families that molest their own kids, torture their own kids, you know, beat the shit out of them, starve them. I mean, bro, the most sickest, craziest shit you could think of. Family members have done it to their own, you know, familia. You know, it's sad as that is, bro, and twisted. It's a cold reality, bro. It's a cold reality. And a lot of homies have been on the bad side of those. A lot. But when people hear those things, they just think that these fools are making excuses or they're lies. Because, you know, they're going to want to believe what the narrative, their narrative. No mames, Sleepy. You see that I'm doing a live and you're calling me. Che vato. Bro, I know you're watching. I'll call you when I'm done. We homemade tacos earlier after I came. This will send me a text message. You're stupid fool. I'll call you when I'm done. Goofy ass. Shout out to the homie Sleepy from the neighborhood. You already know, our love. I did me a homemade taco today. Orale, damn, bro. I smacked some tacos yesterday. Yesterday I had some tacos, bro, and oh, mamma mia. My favorite video is the why are women crazy? And honestly, I think a lot of them are crazy. I know. You know, it's not so much that they're crazy. It's just so much that women and females are just so different genetically wise, right? Genetically wise, we're just so different that we are not going to understand them and they're not going to understand us, right? Like for example, like I had said in that video, if a guy gives a woman flowers, you know, they're all happy and their eyes get watery and stuff like that. If a girl hands a male flowers, we're just like, okay, you know, like we don't feel anything, like, but women obviously they're feeling something because those are real emotions they're feeling. But since we have so much testosterone in us, we just don't understand the same emotions that they do, right? So, you know, how they feel about certain things or what they, you know, or how they see certain things is going to be completely different from a male genetically wise because we're designed that way, you know? So of course, what's going to irritate a female is going to be different for a man, and vice versa, right? And what they see their importance in, and vice versa, you know. So obviously, when some things are different, you're gonna bump heads from time to time, right? Because of your different points of views. But not to say that you can't make it work, or you know somebody's gonna have to put their pride to the side, right? That's what's being an adult. That's what's, you know, making a relationship work, right? You're gonna have its ups and downs and storms. No relationship's perfect. You know, everybody has, you know, its ups and downs and rocky. You know, you just got to know how to muscle through the storm because there's certain people that don't like, I guess, facing problems or negativity, that instead they just rather choose to divert it or to run away, you know, to avoid it, right? And when you keep avoiding it, you know, it's only going to become worse and worse and worse, bro, where, you know, sadly the relationship's going to fall apart, you know? But like I said, and we make women like this as well, right? Like being, you know, fathers, you know, we bred them like that since they're small, right? You know, that they're always going to have a man around, a man's going to, you know, constantly be there. They're always right. And, you know, when it comes to the father, and, you know, normally the punishment comes from the mother, not the father. So that's why, you know, it's hard for females to get along with other females because they view them as a threat because they throw that surrogate on them, right? Because the mother was always the one that did the regulating, that whenever they see another female, they you know, channel that in, right? So they see other women as threats compared to males, right? That's why, you know, females tend to have more male friends than, you know, because, you know, obviously the father was always there and is more, we leave the punishment, like I said, to the mothers when it comes to the daughters, right? You know, and like I said, the father's kind of more genuine, like it's gonna be more generous with the daughter, right? But with our sons, we feel like they could take it because they're men, you know. But daughter's a little bit different, right? So that's why they feel like they could always get their way with men and stuff like that, right? Because we bred them like that since they're small. Everything is a reflection. where my brother got into it because I sided with my homies instead of my brother because I had a good relationship with him. Yeah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I seen that happen several times. You know what I mean? You know, there's several of the homies, family members who didn't like us. You know what I mean? Because they thought they were blaming. It's like they were thinking that we were like brainwashing them or whatever. When it's like, bro, we're not telling that for a damn thing, bro. He's telling you how he feels because that's how he truly feels. They just didn't want to believe that that's how he truly felt, and they were just like, nah, ustedes están lavando el coco, like. Bro, we don't got time for that, bro. Like, what do you guys think we are? Like these professional fucking brainwashers, bro? Like, we're all the same age. We're fucking, young. We ain't even thinking about nothing like that, bro. Like, okay. Like, bro, you really think we're gonna be coming up with stories and methods of how to fucking trick people? Bro, at that age, we're not giving a flying fuck about nothing. Bro, it's either you coming or not. We're not gonna be right there fucking trying to trick people. People be like, oh, esos güeyes les lavan el coco. They brainwash them. Brainwash who? Who's brainwashing anybody, bro? Look, people have pride in their barrios. People have pride in their hoods, homie. They view their hood as number one. You think that we're gonna be out there begging people to be from our neighborhood when we see our neighborhood like in high standards, bro? You want to be from the neighborhood. Like, we only want people that want to be. Like, it's an honor and it's a privilege to want to be from the neighborhood. It's not something that I'm going to be over there begging people to join. Hell no. Well, imagine me begging people to join my neighborhood, bro. That would be an embarrassment. What kind of shit is that? Like, shit, motherfucker, you should be honored. That's how we seen it. So we're going to be brainwashing nobody. ¿Tú crees, man? Bro, motherfuckers are drunk or on drugs. You think they're gonna have the mental capacity to be out there fucking really brainwashing people? People really don't think their story's through all that well. But I'm telling you, because they're just throwing shit to the wall to see what sticks. Because the truth hurts them, and they're just looking for an explanation, and no, there must be something else. There must be something else. Like, yeah, keep looking. Because the truth hurts. I know, bro. I know. Yeah, it's how you treat individuals that makes you family. Yeah, bro. There's people out there that, that have been there for me more than, there's homeboys that I have from my neighborhood that have been there more than my own family, bro, and have never let me down to this day. So when people be like, oh, these fools are all scandalous and this and that, like, stop watching so many movies. Is there fools like that? Yeah. To say that they're all like that? Nah. Just like to say that all your family's scandalous? No. Is there individuals from your family that's probably scandalous? Yeah, maybe here one or two there, It's kind of like saying that comment that Donald Trump said, oh, these Mexicans are rapists and drug dealers and everything like that. It's so idiotic to say that just because you meet an individual that's like this to brand the whole entire group like that is so stupid. You know what I mean? Like, just because you had one bad experience with one gang member que tal vez se pasó de verga, you're gonna say that they're all like that. They're all trash. If I meet a basketball player and he's an asshole, I'm gonna be like, oh, all NBA players are assholes. Come on now, homie. Let's be realistic, but it's so easy for people to believe that narrative because the lifestyle is bad and these individuals are better. That it's like, yeah, fuck them. They're all, pieces of shit. But like I said, I'm not here to defend them. I'm just here to separate what's real from what's false. You know what I mean? Let's really be honest right here. They're not all pieces of shit and like that. Like, we have to know how to put when to put egos to the side. You know what, West Coast Graffiti, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. On everything I love, I don't even know who Negra is, bro. Like, I seen that you did a video on her, and that was my first time ever hearing who this person is. So I don't know nothing about this person. So I would have to I would have to go and watch, a ver qué pedo. But I truly don't know who that person is. So I don't know who that is, my boy. But I'll look into it. I'll go a ver qué pedo. But I don't know who that is though. What? She's like a rapper or qué pedo? Or she's just like a YouTuber or what's that? What's happening? Yeah, I feel you, bro. Yeah, and it doesn't, like I said, it's not just a Hispanic thing or a gang member thing. Like, people deal with this kind of stuff in everyday families, like in everyday, just you don't have to be from the streets in order to know what I'm talking about. Like, people have problems within every family. You're gonna have your struggles and battles. Like I said, that's why I don't judge people because of what neighborhood they grew up in or how big that house is or how many cars they have or if they have both parents. I don't know what happens once that door closes. For all I know, that kid's getting abused, molested, beaten, maybe his parents are drug addicts, alcoholics, or, who knows? I don't know what's happening in that house for me to say, like, this kid doesn't know what the struggle is. He has a big-ass mansion and 6 houses. He doesn't know what it is to go through shit. Like, motherfucker, you acting like if you live in that house and you know what's happening. For all you know, as soon as that door closes, they hog-tie that kid and have him chained up in his closet. For all you know, you don't know. But just because you see the fancy house and the cars and that's what you want, you automatically assume that this fool has it lovely. When you don't know this fool's life, you don't know what that fool's going through. So I can't judge people and that's when I told people, when people say like, how could gangs exist in these areas? These areas are nice, bro. The area it has nothing to do with the areas and stuff like that, bro. The family could have money and be a piece of shit family, bro. Like, don't think just because someone has money that they have it all together, or that's the answer, or that everything is peaches and cream, because it's not. You see it time after time. How many of these people have problems and commit suicide and all kinds of shit? That wealth doesn't make their life rainbows and sunshine. But people think that because that's what they want. They want money, and that's what they think that money will bring them. Finally, happiness and no more stress and no more worries. When that's not how the world works, my guy. You could have billions of dollars, bro, and still have all kinds of shit you're going through, bro. Or you even want to take your own life, like these individuals have. Don't think that money now is going to be like, it's going to excuse you from having these feelings or going through this shit, bro. That is so naive to see it like that. But it's crazy how society has painted that to be the vision, that these individuals, sad to say, a lot of these individuals chase that dream, right? And then once they get there, they realize, like, damn, bro, like, I gone through so much shit. You see all these young rappers, right, that are going through all kinds of shit, and they're all stressed the fuck out, and they're like, man, bro, I can't believe this and that. Like, yeah, I bet you didn't think it was going to be like this, huh? Like, yeah, there's some good times in there, bro, but then you see them stressing and all of a sudden it's not fun no more, huh? Like, you honestly believe that all that money was going to make all your fucking problems go away. But guess what? Back to life. By the way your mental is, Mr. Pasas, bro, you are going to find the right one instead of you're going to choose wisely, bro. I already know you are. So it's not even a matter if you hope. It is gonna happen, bro. Do you think it's okay for women to speak up for her man or not? What do you mean, like, speak up? Like defend him? Like, if he's being attacked or insulted? Yeah, but like, let's say to speak for him, like, nah, my man sees it like this and like that. Nah, that's not cool either. Like, you gotta let people speak for how they feel. Like, you don't really know how they feel or like, I'm not going to speak for my wife. You know what I mean? Now, I'll defend my wife if she's being attacked, but as in to say that, oh, my wife wants this or my wife, nah, well, I'm going to let her speak her piece. You know what I mean? Like, she's going to, decide what she, I'm not going to, I'm not going to think that I'm so super, chingon that I automatically know, what she's going to want and want me to say for her. Like, a ver, like, okay, relax, mister, I know everything. like, as defend him, like, if he's being attacked, yeah, but if, like talk for him. Nah, nobody should talk for nobody. Everybody, has the right to speak for themselves, and because potentially you and your wife could disagree, right? Like you guys could have different views, different opinions, right? Just because you guys are in a relationship or together doesn't mean that you guys have the same views and opinions. Me and my wife, we have different opinions in several stuff, right? And it's always good to have that, right? Because when something's too similar, it sometimes tends not to work, right? You need your differences, right? I taught her stuff, she has taught me stuff. I have, had her seen stuff, in a different way, and just like she has had me now see stuff in a different light too, right? We learn from each other, and I can appreciate that, right? Instead of like if you and your wife is the same, right? And that's why you see some people who are always stuck in the bottom and don't learn and never actually elevate, right? Because they have the same not so good mentality, right? So there's no one there in that relationship to actually motivate one another, right? Or to even strive for change or anything like that, right? So that's why they just stay stuck in their ways, where both parents are making bad choices, right? That's what makes the cycle keep going. What's good, Lucky Loco? Go subscribe to Lucky Loco's channel. You know what I mean? Go peep him out right there. It's a homie. My ex was crazy, borderline psycho. She played a lot of mind games. Yeah, there's a lot of females that manipulate, but see, society brings them up like that, right? Manipulation is a tactic that a lot of women learn how to use at a young age, right? They understand, if they do certain stuff or say certain things, that it will get stuff to go their way, right? It all goes back to the whole manipulation that I said, and how fathers tend to spoil daughters, right? That they pick up these habits, right? From a kid, from a young age, they look, they're not able to understand, they're not able to comprehend what's happening, right? But they understand the scenario, right? Like, let's say if the kid goes to the Target, right? And you told him that, no, you're not going to buy him that toy. And now he throws a tantrum, right? And now you give into that. And now he's like, so if I cry and I make a scene, they'll get me, I'll get them to buy me stuff, right? So then they attempt it again. And then again, and then they said, oh, all right, so this works. And now they understand, oh, so if I do this, I'll get my way. See, they're not understanding that they can't comprehend that they're manipulating, right? Right? Like, they don't understand the concept of manipulation, right? Like, they don't know what that is. But they know that if they do this, this is going to happen. So they understand the situation, right? And that's where they pick up those habits, right? And a lot of people grow up, right? And that being their personality, not even knowing that they're being manipulators, right? And, obviously, breeding a personality disorder, whether, sociopath, psychopath, narcissist, and any of those, Machiavellianism. That's why as a parent, you need to know how to regulate those behaviors before they spiral into the person's persona. Because when it becomes a person's persona, it's going to be a very difficult battle for you now to try to change, your child, thinking process. And when I mean it's going to be a difficult battle, I mean it's going to be a very difficult battle. Not to say that it's impossible, but it is difficult. Oh, what's good, Termite? Shout out to the homie Termite. You already know what's cracking, my boy. All love. We chilling, my boy. Gil from American Cholo called Tony A's podcast rapping. Oh, did he? Oh, yeah. That's right. They're having a beef going on back and forth, no? No, está cabrón. A whole lot of beefing going on YouTube. I mean, I don't feel like Gil was doing anything wrong. I mean, he was asking legit questions. It's nothing to get like so worked up and upset about. You know what I mean? Like, he was asking some legit questions. You know what I mean? Just simple questions, just simple, nothing to, get bent out of shape for, you know what I mean? Pero, bueno, I knew a coworker who had a sister that did him dirty. My mother said, bro, I seen kids, steal their parents, where they somehow, got the home, signed under their name, and then they gambled it away and lost, then they came and picked up the home, and fucking parents didn't even have no idea. Bro, there's some people that do a lot of scandalous shit, bro, to their own family members, bro. It's crazy. Negra's content was off the chain. Serio? Oh, okay, so she's a podcaster then. Órale. I didn't even know, bro. She's the wife of Akon. Oh, Icon. Órale. Okay, so she's okay. And she's a podcaster then. Right? Or does she film videos también? Or... All right, okay, so she's that fool's wife. Yeah, I know who Icon is. Okay. Oh, I didn't even know. Pedro, I didn't even know. I had no idea. From what? I think that's the dumbest female voice. Oh, serio? Órale. Okay, I don't. Yeah. I'm barely finding out about what you guys are telling me about her right now. People's character in area doesn't make the people. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. The areas have nothing to do with it. It's weird, but I feel good living paycheck to pay. You know what? But sometimes it's not good like that because my boy, like, let's say, por ejemplo, like, let's say you're driving to the Halle, and knock on wood that this never happens. You're driving to the Halle and a car, takes a light, fool, because the fool was stupid or whatever. And bam, it crashes into you and you're injured, right? Now, even though you could have like let's say some insurance from your job, whatever, understand that companies will make it very difficult for you to get your earnings, right? They're gonna make it as difficult as possible because that's just how companies are, bro. They're just so fucking scandalous and greedy that that they're gonna make it very difficult. Whatever you sign and think that you're gonna get it always turns out to be not that, right? And they always give you some bullshit running around for it. It never seems to fail, right? So now you're put in a tight predicament, right? Because you're disabled, and the bills are still gonna keep coming, right? All those bills are still gonna be coming, and when you're living like that, it's kind of like it makes it very difficult. You know what I mean? Hopefully nothing bad like that ever happens. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, like, let's just say if something was to happen, that's why sometimes it's not good. Sometimes it's good to have extra money in there that you just don't touch. You know what I mean? It's easy for me because I really don't spend. There's nothing for me to spend. I really don't like spending money. Not so much I don't like spending money. It's just that there's nothing out there that catches my attention that much that I want to go and drop money on it. Will never come out until 2040. And maybe. You know what I mean? At this point, I feel like he's already like fed up, and he probably doesn't want to do it. Like, I don't believe that he has footage. In my personal opinion, and I just feel like now with all the drama and everything like that, I honestly feel like he's not motivated to do it. Like, why should I do it to these ungrateful people? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's probably how that Vato sees it. When he can't be mad at the people, bro. You gotta be mad at yourself. Tony is doing the detox. Hey, you ain't lying, my boy. Hey, I'm still waiting for that Detox album, bro. When's it coming out? Serio. No lie, I was waiting for that shit for like, woo, bro. But see, Dr. Dre didn't ask for Feria. And he didn't ask for a donation, though. No, I feel you. I'm still waiting for that album to drop. Because that Compton album, come on, no. It didn't satisfy my hunger. What's your opinion on relationship in particular between blacks and Hispanics? Well, blacks and Hispanics, it's a trip, because black and Hispanic relationship differs from state to state, right? Like certain states have good relationships, certain states have, back and forth, certain, So I just feel like this is just a skin color, nothing more, nothing less. Like, doesn't matter if you're black, white, Asian, whatever the fuck, like we're all humans, bro. This is just a different type of shade. That's it. That's all it is. Like fighting over colors and all of that is ridiculous when, all our cultures are beautiful and have its intelligent people and it's, it's greatest of greats, right? And just like all of our cultures have, the worst of the worst, right? No culture is better than no other culture. Everybody's culture is unique and special in their own way, right? And we just got to learn how to respect everybody's cultures, right? And not to think that our culture is better than this person's culture just because we do stuff different, right? There's just a difference in our culture. It doesn't make it better, doesn't make it worse. It just means that there's a difference. So I feel like, everyone should get along. I mean, it's sad because if you trace our roots, going back as raza, we have always had a good relationship with blacks. But, fast forward to nowadays, people lost their education, bro. You know what I mean? They lost the education, that was out there. And primarily because it's not taught to them. You know what I mean? A lot of people, when I recently dropped a video not that long ago about the first president of Mexico being black, a lot of people didn't know that. A lot of people didn't know that, there's, places in Mexico that are named after, black, generals that were in the Mexican army, like, Gaspar Yangues, and the blacks crossing the Rio Grande to help us, fight the French. A lot of people didn't know this information that I was throwing out there, right? And they thought I was lying, so they went and researched it themselves, and then they came back and they're like, shit, bro, like, you're right. I thought you were lying. Like, bro, why the fuck would I lie? Knowing that way, you guys could just search it up. Like, but that's the thing, though. We're not taught this, right? So these kids, grow up not knowing the relationship, right? And they just see the difference and the negativity, right? That, them as just being young, they're just, they just roll with it. When now, black and brown have always been cool, bro. You know what I mean? But it's always the uneducated, right? And it's always the petty people who think they know everything or just want to feel like they're the shit that pollute, individuals, mindsets, right? On both sides, not just Hispanic, but on both sides, right? You have people with the narrative, Raza has never done nothing for blacks or, oh, these guys think that they're better than us, when it's like, bro, who the fuck is saying all of this, though? Everybody always says that. These people always say it like that. They always say, but who are these people you're talking about, though? Like, them, bro. You know them. Who's them? It's crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my lunch is over. I got to get back to it. We out.